I'm with Ethan from SFC Vlogs. It's that time where we have a look back at player ratings. Who performed for Saints today, who didn't. We're rating the players out of 10 like we did last time round. We'll start with Aaron Ramsey in goal. A busy man in that first half.
Yeah, really busy man. For me, he's my man of the match. He kept us in the game. If it was McCarthy in goal, no offence to McCarthy, it would have been 6-0.
Could have been a lot more, couldn't it? He made a lot of saves, doesn't he?
Yeah, for me, I would go like 8. He was really solid, and I think he's one of the best signings this football club's ever made.
So we're going with an 8 out of 10. I agree. I thought he was superb today, Aaron Ramsdale. Right, we need to look at our back four. We went with the back four today. He drops Harbour Bellis today. Jack Stevens starts at centre back with Jan Bednarek. Let's start with the big talking point from the game, which was Jack Stevens, who got sent off.
Yeah, questionable red card. For me, it is a red card. Studs in. It's a bit harsh on Stevens, but it is what it is. He's gone studs in. It has to be a red. For me, he did okay. He's probably one of his better games in a Saints shirt. Yeah. For me, 5. He was bang average, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought he had a tough game, but misses 3 now, suspension. Jan Bednarek, do you think had a good game today?
To be honest, no, he looked weak, very weak. Just obviously signed that new 3-year contract. For me, I think Stevens was better than him. Yeah. For me, 4. Bednarek's one of these players. He has a really good game, then a really bad game. So hopefully he can bounce back versus Everton in the cup. 2
fullbacks now. So we look at left back, which was Kyle Walker-Peters today. He's been good so far this season. Got caught out for that second goal though.
Yeah, very caught out, pushing forward. He actually looked like he wanted to go forward today, but we just need to stop this sideways passing. For me, I'll give him a 6. I think he was good. Very at fault for the second goal, but obviously Russell can work on that in training in the week and hopefully bounce back next week.
Struggled to get forward, I thought, today, Kyle Walker-Peters, especially with the back four. It's a little bit harder. Yeah. Yuki Sigurara, tough day for him at right back. Busy man.
Yeah, he's a busy man, but had 2 really tough games. Was really, in my opinion, lacklustre last time out. But he actually looked probably one of the better players on the pitch. For me, I'll go bang average 5. I think it was just bang average in general.
5 out of 10. So when you look at that midfield today, he made some big changes in there today. Yeah. Leslie Ugochukwu come in, Mateus Fernandez in there as well with Flynn Downs. Talk about Flynn Downs. Again, one of our favourites, but not had his greatest game, is it?
No, I think it was one of his worst games in the Saints shirt. He got pushed off the ball so much. He looked weak at times in the midfield. But I don't know, Flynn Downs is a weird one. Just needs to. He looks like he wants to go forward now, but then again, he always has to go sideways or backwards. He reminds me of this James Ward-Prowse person that went forwards or backwards, sideways. I think Russell needs to be harsh on him and say go forward.
Yeah, Leslie Ugochukwu. What are you rating him out of 10?
Flynn Downs, 5. Yeah, again, average.
5 out of 10. Right. Let's talk about Leslie Ugochukwu, who makes his debut, starts in midfield, his first start anyway.
Yeah, really, really good. Looked really good in front of the home crowd.
Big lad, didn't he?
Yeah, massive. But no, I think he was brilliant.
An upgrade on Will Smallbone in there?
I don't want to be harsh on Smallbone, but I do think it is. He dominated that midfield. Obviously, rattled Fernandez quite a couple of times. Yeah. But nah, for me, 6. He was really, really solid today. We'd want to see him start next week as well.
I thought he played really well. Yeah. Will Smallbone missed out today. He was injured. Had a little tweak to his hamstrings. That's the reason he's not involved today, not on the bench. Ben Brereton Diaz.
Wow, what can I say about him?
Jury's massively out for me on him.
Really tough game. Think he needs to have some time on the bench. Potentially bring back Armour back in. For me,
he called to drop Armour today.
Yeah, it was.
He was big for us last season.
Yeah.
He'd be really disappointed.
Yeah, he would be disappointed. But Diaz, for me, 3. He was really poor. Didn't offer anything. To be honest,
loves to leave an elbow in. Loves to leave a head in. He's niggly.
He looked he looks angry all the time, and I don't think that's what we need. I would have loved to see Joe Rebo start. So I think he would have been really, really good in that midfield slot. But nah, for me, 3.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought he really struggled today. Right, midfielders. Who else have I not spoken about? Mateus Fernandez makes his first start today. Impressed with him?
Yeah, I was. There's definitely signs of him. He has a real good potential. Would see him in the Portugal side in a couple of years. But for me, just didn't
massively influence the game, did he?
No.
I didn't think he influenced the game anywhere near enough. Not like I thought he was going to.
No, he went down too much. I hate to say it, but I think he's very weak, very weak. But no, he looked good going forward though.
Good ball. Ranking out of 10?
5, bang average again.
5 out of 10 for our new man in midfield, Mateus Fernandes. Right, Tyler Dibling. He was my my standout player, outfielder today. I think he's brilliant. Come off. I think the game was over when he come off. Really, to be fair.
Yeah. Outside of the goalkeeper department, my man of the match for today, I think 2 weeks in a row I've given it to him, was Tyler Dibling. He looked really good. Obviously troubled Onana with that shot. Probably should have gone in. Really good save by Onana. But nah, for me, 7 for Tyler Dibling. Looked good, but didn't looked like he wanted to go forward a lot, but just didn't have that final touch to get it in the goal.
Yeah, he nearly scored early on with that save that Onana had to make. Right, let's talk about Cameron Archer. £50 million signing, misses a penalty today. Didn't look confident when he stepped up, I didn't think.
No, he scores that penalty, totally different game.
Yeah, it is a totally different game. The whole atmosphere on the ground changed, but also on the field as well.
Yeah, it seems to be as if the team just deflated. But Cameron Archer, I think, just give him time. But the penalty was awful. He didn't look confident at all.
Yeah, he didn't. No, I totally agree. Substitutions, we finally have I covered all the outfield players? I think I have, haven't I? Yeah, I have. I covered everyone outfield. Massive shout out to Brandon holding the camera, who's going to give me his thoughts in a minute. Just want to talk about the players come on. Adam Lallana made a big difference for me when he came on. The transition in play was good.
He looks good. Definitely no need to consider retirement. Looked really good.
He's a good player.
Obviously, was just didn't have enough time. Didn't get the ball a lot. But no, we'll hopefully see a lot of Adam Lallana over the season.
Yeah, it was loads. Well, you make 4 changes pretty much in one hit, and Ross Stewart, the Loch Ness Drogba, makes an appearance at last.
Finally, it's about time we see him. For me,
hard to judge him.
I don't even think I can rate him because he didn't do much. For me, I'm just going to say not rating. I'm not going to give him a rating.
Yeah, I think it's hard to judge him on it. Ryan Fraser comes back in today. Didn't get loads of game time, did he? Hard to give him a rating as well, isn't it? Maxwell Cornet. We should chat about him, new signing.
Yeah.
Struggled, didn't he, to get in the game?
Yeah, really struggled. He looked like he's one of these players that on his day can be really, really good.
Yeah.
But I just didn't see enough of him today. So him, Fraser, I'm just going to not rate him because I just didn't see enough of him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And make sure, by the way, you go check out Ethan at SFC Vlogs. Give your channel a shout out. Let everyone know what you do.
So I'm Saints FC Vlogs on YouTube. I've been vlogging for about three and a bit years. You can find me everywhere. Saints FC Vlogs, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So yeah.
Yeah, we collab loads, and we're going to be collabing this week. Big week ahead, isn't it? Everton in a cup, and then a big league game here next week. Just looking ahead to that game next week. One man definitely won't play, Jack Stevens.
Yeah.
See many changes as we face Ipswich next week.
I wouldn't change the team. The team, it seemed to work today. Potentially, I just don't think you could drop Cameron Archer.
Do you think Armour comes back in for Brereton Diaz?
Yeah, 100%. That's the only change I'd make. Armour in for Diaz. Armour just has more pace. Looks like he wants to go forward all the time. Knows the Russell Martin
and he's
system.
been the vice captain as well. We need to remember that, don't we? He's been the vice captain. So I think he'd come back in. Ethan, you summed it up really well, actually. Really appreciate your time. Make sure you go check Ethan out, and thank you, mate.